What's up everyone, Dino here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna react to the 9th episode of Kage no Jutsuryokusha ni Narutate. Last time, I was pissed. Utterly pissed. They made the scene. Oh no, that was before episode. Yeah, I still pissed about it that they made the tournament scene so lackluster, so pathetic. Like, it pisses me off. Ah! Yeah, this episode, they have the scene of omitting news scenes, especially her yandere like stance and everything. It pisses me off last time. But they did decent and other else, but they still failed on the scenes with Sherry. Sherry was supposed to be this stupid girl, like with almost non-existent self-awareness to her surroundings. And there's also the fact that they made an original scene with Lex. Like, he doesn't have those thinking Wajiki when he fought Shadow. He just got bodied very, very hard. And then they did not. Okay, I have to give it to them that they made the scene with the classroom where all dead bodies were seated on a chair. But that doesn't evoke the same feeling as like seeing a mountain of corpses. A giant pile of corpses. A literal mountain of corpses in front of him. As he slowly dreads when Shadow basically said, "Dude, you rock." I have to give this anime moments. But when they do stupid shit, I will call it out. Studio Nexus made me question everything with that opening. So that's why I have very subpar expectations with the anime. And yeah, I will praise it. Give credit to everything it does good, but I will call it out the things it will do bad. So yeah, let's get right into it. Kage no Jutsuryokusha, episode 9. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. Also, this should be the final episode. And I will make a review with episode 2 to episode 9. Please wait for it. Barbarous. Seriously, Barbarous stops you. Everyone's ready. Man, I love you. The Lank Knight is pretty strong, mind you. And it is complete. Right here. Mhm. Medieval and their stupid mechanical thingy-majiggy. Mhm. The song is good. I have to say, I have to admit that. Yeah, this is the final episode for volume 1. And I have to make a review. Episode 2 to episode 9. I'm gonna discuss everything that the anime did good, everything the anime did bad, and many other things. I have to accept episode 1 because episode 1 was perfect as it could be. They did so much good in episode 1 that it's really disappointing afterwards. That's why episode 2 is such a disappointment for me. And I swear, once volume we finishes with this one, volume 1, they're gonna rush everything because they have like 11 episodes left. They're gonna do episode volumes 1 to 3, I'm sure. Move. Pretty traumatizing for the kid. That's Claire's mom. I mean, her mom, not Claire. Claire is the mom. Yeah. Oh, shut it. Shut it, Jiraya. You don't touch a lamp in the base. That's hot. Time for. And they cut off one of the motivational speech there. The pep talk for Sherry. They're giving her more screen time, but they cut off the pep talk. Ah, it's really well. You're gonna killed if you do stupid stuff. Hey, there's an ass. There we go. Oof, oof. He said, "Time to rise." Nice. Okay. That was funny. But plus points for them for doing that scene. Man. They're foreshadowing that and then they reuse the shot. No, no, that's a sin. Man. Okay, I'm deliberating on this part a bit. But I'm still pissed that they don't have their masks. It's gone. I swear if they're gonna change the ending. Gas mask. Oh, yeah. Come on, Sid. You know where it's going. Is that Hangul? That's written the same as Hangul. What the hell? And another reuse scene. Hey. Hmm. Hey. Plus points for doing that. You just love fire, don't you? Come on, look, it's so obvious. Okay, this has a let's all talk about it later. We have plenty of time to flesh this out. Cecilia. Celia. Yeah. Okay. I have. You're doing so far well so far with this one. Yep. They remove his remove this, remove that part. You're doing so far. See, this is showing what's the good problem with the anime. I hated that, but soundtrack is good. Come on, do it. This is probably pace. This is the same what happened in the novels. This is the problem with the anime. Rebellions, not raiders, rebels. Oh, he was smiling when he said this. Sid was a smiling. He was being arrogant in this part. Instrument historical or and from the gut all the way to the heart with a twist. That's not what happened. That's not a slice. It's from the gut. Oh, damn. Grade A. 8/10 scene part. Yeah, Sherry. Sherry witnessed the shit. Poor Sherry, man. Damn. That's a very convincing voice actress. That's he didn't whisper that. That was his answer to her. Are they gonna do the manga original scene too? They changed this scene a bit. Oh, they're doing it. Okay, okay. Are they're doing the manga original? Wait, they removed the manga original scene. They should have done that. They should have done the manga original scene too. If they're just gonna do changes. Poor Sherry, man. Sherry out of all heroines so far in here, Sherry is Sherry so far suffers a lot continuously. They frames it here like a faceless eroge hentai protagonist. Fukushu. Um, okay. We have okay. That was the ninth episode of Kage no Jitsukurisha ni Naratakte. First half, fail. Disappointing. Second half, with the confrontation scene is good. I have to say it's good. It's really, it's not really good or anything. Done good. They've done it good. Man, they should have included the manga only scene with Rose, man. Yeah, let's get started. The first scene in the anime, we have this. How do you call this? Give me a sec. Okay, we're continuing. So yeah, first we're started with this one scene with this and everyone here. This is just talking about, it's not a problem scene, but yeah, okay, everyone still it pisses me off that they have guns. Like, they don't need guns. They don't need. I mean, there's no guns in the novel, in the manga, or anything. This is a medieval, like fifth, like very very old. Like, their society is involved with swords and everything, magic and swords. That's it. They're saying, everyone the long night. There's a scene about. There's also the. It really pisses me off. We're gonna talk about that when I do my review of episode 2 to episode 9, the overall review for everything. About the stupid decisions in the anime. There's also the scene that Sid and Sherry basically makes this thingy artifact work. Yeah, according to your father. There's also this thing, like, oh yeah, so the opening, really don't like it. So yeah, this scene, they showed us the background story of how Ruslan killed Sherry's mother, Celia, and yeah, she did kill it, and she ended up extremities from the gut all the way to her lungs and heart, and then with a twist, with a rapier. Was it rapier or just ordinary sword? But that's what he did. So basically, that shows that there's Ruslan who killed her, and everything here comes to when he adopted her. Oh yeah, there's one pep talk Sid and Sherry had here before everything went on. Basically, move on. Sid was like, yeah, I can't go on anymore. It's time for you to save your father, because he saved you, right? Now it's your turn to save your father. So get going, be strong, be brave. Sid was like that to Sherry. He was giving her a pep talk because she was a bit hesitating because why is he not coming with her through the tunnels? And yeah, that got omitted. There's also a scene here where is it? Yeah, this pisses me off. There's no guns. There's no guns in this series, and they have to put guns. And yeah, there's this. When Sherry threw the thingy, everyone got their magic, and then before Rose even attempted to attack the goon and then basically stole his sword, she was checking her hand like what Sid did in the previous episodes. Like, yeah, she can feel the flow of magic in her hand, and then that's when she basically attacked and made everyone to attack the enemies. And here's the problem too. Now the students are attacking, right? Now there's two guys with the guns? Where are those two guys with the guns? The answer, there was never guns in the first place. There wasn't supposed to be those. And now when you had scenes like this, there's also this scene. Where was it? Yeah, this scene. They have they have been how do you call this again? Foreboded, and they were foreboding this scene. So, which is not a bad thing really. But what happened really here is that it's not Shadow that came in. It was supposed. No, was it Shadow? Yeah, if I remember correctly, yeah, it's Shadow. Yeah. And here's the problem. Another big problem here. What was it? Where was it? Yeah, here. No. Yeah, yep. When he basically stood up now, yep. This major problem is here. Everyone in the Shadow Garden will and always be wearing masks when they are in operation. There was one time where it was an exception, but that was one time. This is unacceptable. We're gonna talk more about it later. There's also the issue with the constant inconsistent use of his eyes. And then what's something that I would give is this: Shadow and the army of the girls. The Shadow Garden army itself. In the original novel and in the manga, what came in was Shadow is saying that, come, my beloved, come, my trusted servants. And then the seven shades come in. And also new on the mix. Basically, like, yeah, that's what it. The seven shades, the available seven shades, the seven shadows. Zeta and Eta wasn't in there. But yeah, Zeta and Eta have different roles, basically. But this, I have to give it to the anime, the scene with the Shadow Garden girls coming in, showing up like this and doing their chants. One thing that they omitted was New assisting Rose, basically like helping her in her shadow form, Shadow Garden form. Yeah, there is his eyes turns black again. Inconsistent use, not use, but they're just being inconsistent. Cheap way to do the tricks. Just seen. She is looking at his face. If she doesn't recognize him with that face, like, that's a problem, really. It's surprising that she doesn't even know that Shadow is Sid. And one thing also that during the uprising itself, where was that? Here, she was talking about her love. Her, how do you call it? Just like yep, this one. Fearing the legacy of his love for me. The reason is, no, I have to say the problem. It doesn't carry the same weight, the heaviness of stuff. First, there's not much introduction to how Rose functions as a human being. There's this Ruslan basically setting fire to everything and escaping, and then he's starting to burn his books, everything in his room, office. I have to say that they've done a good job. They've nailed many parts of this scene. Good part, the good way. And there's also one aspect of this scene, that visual aspect scene that got removed here. Basically, Sid was reading this book, right? And then there was this part where he starts, yeah, this part. As people go through life, collect more things that value them, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. But this is, but I'm gonna paraphrase what he even said after this, like, collect value to them, that. But I made a habit to discard things I needed in my life, throw away this, throw away that. And while he was cutting the pages of the book in half, the pages cleanly in half, throw away this, throw away that, and due to that what's important to him became even more clear. Like what's important to him became even more clear. Yeah. I have also have to talk about him. Yeah, they've done well. They've done a bit of justice, but it pisses me off that he doesn't have his mask. The enemy should know his face. Come on. Yeah, I have to give props to Sherry's voice actress. This is a very well done crying scene. Convincing, it has power, and you feel for her with this quality of voice acting from her. And yeah, we'll get back right into it later. A bit. We're gonna continue over this. This scene also got. I thought at first they butchered it, but they cut it short. And yeah, this at this part, Alpha was lamenting. She thinks that they are the justice and everything. She was a bit saddened by the words Sid said, which is here. This one thing they felt is that Sid was supposed to be like mocking Ruslan here, like this very haughty mocking voice, like, yeah, come, give me all the sins of the world. Let me go. Let me carry all the sins of the world. But what I must do does not change. Yeah. So that's why Alpha was a bit. How do you call this? Alpha was a bit, saddened on this part. And then she said, like, yeah, we still must do our what we needed to do. And yeah, we must do what we must do. And she resolves herself to everything. And that's it. Okay, so let's get back to what made that scene with Ruslan important. That was important because that was one of the rare instances where Sid is genuinely pissed. It's not about him LARPing anything about it. He wasn't even LARPing with his confrontation with Ruslan. He was genuinely pissed. Like, he's not treating him a bandit. He's not treating this cult of Diablos shenanigans thing. He was genuinely pissed at Ruslan to what he was doing and how Sherry is being affected by this. He was pissed. And I have to quote him. He keeps throwing away things that he doesn't need. Don't need this, don't need that. And maybe I like this, maybe I don't like that. I don't need this, don't need that. That's how he works his life. There are things that he likes to do, but doesn't mean that he needs it. And we're gonna get more of that on the third arc, which is the start, which will happen next in the next episodes. And so yeah, Sid was pissed, genuinely pissed here. Like, if you read the novel or if you read the manga, you would feel that he would feel it in Sid's words. He's not LARPing here. He is genuine with his emotion right here. He is not impressed with Ruslan. He is not liking what he did. And yeah, this is one of the rare instances that Sid is being Sid. Not as a LARPer, but Sid as a human being. He cares for Sherry a bit because, Sherry has this innocence in her. And then to hear everything vile Ruslan did, genuinely, it's not about because I wanna be I want to be strong like the cult of the blues and everything. Ruslan want to get back to his former peak glory, and he didn't even mention once about the cult of Diablos. Never once he said it, which give it more reason that we should give it more platform for, or platform, I don't know if that's the right word for it, but it gave more credence as why Sid or Shadow was pretty pissed. There was no indications for his LARPing. It's just genuine talk, person to person, his motivations and everything. You will never see this again. The second time he had this moment in him was in the web novel, which got removed in the light novel. He will never, the second time he got pissed like this was in the web novel. Something that got changed in the web novel, which is in volume 4, which will never get any adaptation so far if we're going at this pace. To be honest, we already have 8 episodes dedicated to volume 1, and we have 11 episodes left, and it's gonna cover volume 2 and volume 3 for sure. Maybe maybe volume 3 first half with the bloods and everything. So yeah, please look forward to it. I'm gonna start writing tomorrow how the script for the review, starting tomorrow, and I have to do voiceover, some editing on the side too. So if you like, subscribe, share, comment down below how you feel. I have to give this episode a rating of 6.5 over 10. The reason why I get 6.5 as high as that for this episode, it was due to the second half. If the second half was lazily done, then I might have dropped it 4. The big demerit for this was the first half, really. So yeah, see you next time, guys.